Again, this video is a super basic guide, and the reason why I come up with this tutorial because my friend LaShawn want to jump into her website and make like basic changes to her website as well. So if you are new to Divi and you want to play around with the designs that your developer or your designer created, then this video might be the right fit for you. Okay, so basically this website is created in Divi, and if you want to jump into the site and make some changes, you need to log in first to the backend area of your site, which is WP admin. Okay, and then you need to fill in your username and your password. If you don't know what's your credential, you can always ask your developer. So log in. So after you log in, you can see the backend part of your WordPress website. Normally, this post is for your blogs, but most of the time your developer will work on your pages. So we go into the pages area, and then you can see in here all of the pages that your developer or your designer created. And if you want to make changes in here in the front end of your page, simply look for the page that has a label of front page. So this page is equivalent to this page. Now, if you want to make changes, simply click this edit section or edit part there. Now, Divi has two types of view. There is a wireframe view and there is a real-time view. So this one is a wireframe, like skeleton. So this is a wireframe area. If you prefer to have this kind of like editing part, or you can also use the desktop view or the visual mode. So visual mode has different types. There is a mobile tablet rather, and there is also this mobile view. Now I would just a reminder, this is not super accurate, this mobile and tablet, because it's only an emulator. So most of the time you can just work on the desktop view and on the wireframe view. So I will show you later why you also need to work on the wireframe view, because there are some modules that you cannot edit if you just keep on using the real-time view. Now, if you want to make, so this is the design. So let's say you just want to have quick changes with the text. So you can go into this gray icons in here. So gray icons are so-called modules. So these are the images, these are the text, maybe the buttons, and everything in here. Now these columns are just, these green ones are the what do you call that, columns or row. Like if you want to make changes with the rows, you want it to be 3 folds or 1/2 folds, then you can play around with this column layout in here. But if you really don't want to mess up with the designs that your designer created, then you can keep that. And for the rows as well, I don't think you also need this part unless you want to make changes with the background of the page. So I don't think you are so, you will use this often, this section and this column. But if you are, if you want to, you're very comfortable switching and editing the elements in Divi, then you can just purely just play around with the designs. Now, again, if you want to make changes with the text, you can just simply click the gear icon over there, click the gear again, and do some changes in here. Now, what if you make some changes and you mess up the designs and you want to retrieve the design that your developer created? Now, what you can do is just go into the screen options and then go to the area called revisions. So make sure this revisions is checked, and then you scroll down at the bottom part of your page and here. So if you want to retrieve the 4 weeks designs, you can just double tap the date and then click the restore this revision, and you should be good to go. Okay, now I'm gonna go back to I don't want to restore the February because I already made some changes there. I'm gonna use the 3 days restoration, so you can just restore it in case you mess up something. Now, if you might have problem, let's say this one, I want to make changes, maybe the color of LaShawn, I wanted to make it red. So if you're having hard time to make changes in visual view, you can just change it to wireframe. because here when I try to double tap the gray, it is I mean the green one is overlapping. So to solve that issue, you can just click the wireframe area there and click the gear icon. Okay, and again you can revert it back to visual view so you can see the real-time design. Now if you want to buck up the files or the designs in here, you want to have a copy, you can click this download options, and then maybe I put in like home or banner one, and then I can add a category, or you can use the existing category that you have. Okay, and these sections or this library can be pulled up in different pages if you want to. Let's say I want to add more like similar designs like this. I can just jump in here and click this blue section, and then go into the add library, and then just add the developer sign and click the banner. You can see here it's already loaded. And I can also replace the designs that I want. Maybe it's a different, it's a different one with a different text and all like that. So that's just basically how you can navigate Divi. You really don't need to rely a designer to make changes and play around with the layout. And you can also, the other thing as well that you can do is, let's say, let me open that into visual area, and let's say I want to, okay, I'm going to create a button. So let's say I will add another button in here. So I click the add and then put another button. And here, if you notice, this is the default design of a Divi button. Now, if you want to have similar designs of what your developer already created, you can just double tap or click these three dots in here, and then you click in the copy module styles, and then you go in again to the design, to the button that you created, and click again the three dots and click the paste module styles. If you notice here, the designs at the top replicates the design here. So that's how you can do that. And then let's say, what else? Let's say you also want to play around with I think this is the most important as well. If they want to use the zip and paint experience, then the text is different. If they click the done for you, it's also different. What you can do is, again, you can click the edit page, or you can also click the visual builder. Still the same, but let's just consistent with the tutorial that I did earlier. So click the edit page and then visual builder. Okay, now if you want to have this kind of stuff in here, you can have this logic information here. So what I just basically created is, for example, this element called subject matter. I come up with something in here like this subject matter text area will be only visible if a person choose the done for you services. So that's basically how you can make the fields of your form dynamic. So for the budget, again, if I go into the conditional logic, it's only enabled or it's only visible if I selected or the person selected a done for you service. So that's how you can do that. And then what else? Let's say as well, you want to change the color. I think I already mentioned this one, but in case you want to change the color of your button, you can, again, I think let's not use this one. Just want to make it consistent. So again, you click the edit and click this one. And then here on the button, you click the design and click the buttons, and then you can always change around the color, make it green or red, whatever you prefer. Okay, and of course you can always Control Z if you want to undo, or Command Z if you want to undo the changes that you created. HTML thing in there, but yeah, never mind on that. And there are also, let me just show with you, like you're not really limited on these designs because you can also play around with other designs, like shuffle these designs that I created that is already existing. So let's say you want this to be, let's say instead of having this layout, you want it to be like this. So you can just move it around. So like that, put it over here and put it over here. And again, if you're not comfortable with the visual mode, you can always change that into wireframe mode. So you can, easily make changes there, but still it depends on your preference. This video is purely for my friend so she can, make some adjustment in case there are some simple text or things that needs to be edited, and maybe she wants to play around and change the color of the designs in the page. Then yeah, that's the reason why I created this video.